the brain and the body in general, not just the brain, also the various other organs and functions of bodily functions. This is where what happens in the mind or the consciousness manifests. The brain is a medium which supports the manifestation of mind. It's not the originator or initiator of mind. It's what allows mind to manifest in a realm of physical reality. It's partly why scientists and researchers will have to struggle so much in their attempt to understand human psychology, the human mind, through an understanding of the brain. Why? Because whereas the human psyche is, we could say that even if it's limited, the margin of possibility for it is really expanded and wide. Whereas the brain as a physical system is extremely limited. And limited not just, it's limited in terms of resources and in terms of possibilities of expression of functions, and that's why it's so complex and it's so inadequate in representing what's happening on a purely mental level and on a purely psychological level. Now, the research that has been done in this area is already quite fascinating, and the conclusions and the insights which the study of the physical brain and neuroscience in general is offering to our understanding to psychology is very significant. It's definitely helping us see things with certain level of clarity that was before that maybe quite hidden from us. Nevertheless, I would say that a thorough, transcendental understanding of the human psyche and mind cannot be accomplished through the examination of the physical brain alone. We need to develop ways, cognitive ways, through which we can understand the mind by way of observing the mind, using the mind to observe the mind. And that's also tricky because we are using the sphere or the faculty or the mechanism or the system, the mental one, to transcend itself in a certain sense. But it so happens that this is actually possible, at least to a certain extent, which goes far beyond that which is offered through the examination of the physical brain. And this is really the key thing about Buddhism. The training of the human heart and certain faculties, natural faculties of the mind, such as the attention and awareness, in such a way that would lead to a transcendent understanding of the mind itself. So using the mind, or using certain faculties of the mind in a special way, in a unnatural way, I would say, in order to look directly at the mind and not look at something which inadequately represents what's happening in the mind, and which is the medium through which the formless processes of human psychology and mind manifest, which is what the brain is.